Halafi. I'm Philip John Nymark, the founder of the IFA Foundation International. I'd like to welcome you to another iteration of the weekly Ifascope. The foundation was put into place almost 30 years ago, 35 years ago, and prior to that I was practicing Ifa. But the designation or the purpose of the foundation was to spread the word, to spread the knowledge, to spread the understanding that this beautiful philosophy, this philosophy that uses nothing but positive energy, this philosophy that is so different in many ways from the way we all live our lives, needs to be carried out, needs to be felt by the people, needs to be understood by people. That's the reason we teach classes at no cost to you every Wednesday night. All you have to do, by the way, is go on our site and look up Vasa's email, send her a note, tell you'd like to attend either the 7:30 or the 8:30 class. And you need a computer, and hopefully with a camera, and there's no cost, no obligation, whatever, but you will take part in discussions and understanding of Ifa and how it works, and how it works in the modern world in a way that has never been possible to you before. And part of that understanding lies in the fact that we are a living energy. Not some frozen energy, not something we're going to do back in the 1800s or the 1500s or the whatever. It meant certain things to certain people, where there were no televisions, there was no computer, there was a different world. And in a different world, you behave differently. But in today's world, we have to adhere to the way this world works, while at the same time making sure that we maintain our own fingernails, as it were, tight on the important things, on family, on relationships, on our health, and our doing things that make us feel worthwhile, the community that we're part of, the planet that we're part of. All of those things are essential, and they work just as well in this I am computer image age, this Facebook, this Twitter, this everything else, if you don't lose track of that. We're here to help you not lose track of that. And one of the ways we're doing that, by the way, and we're less than 2 weeks away from the year's reading, which will substantiate, as this week's reading does as well, that premise, is you're going to find a 3-level procedure for doing your ebbos, for working with the energy of the year, for working with various energies that are going to come into play. And these ways of working with it, you're going to find incredibly powerful. Probably, I don't even want to say, but much more powerful than anything that we have been able to deliver, and that I believe anybody else, has construed outside of the late Suzanne Wenger. At any rate, this week, the universe is telling us that the energy which would be best is Okanran Okturapan. It's a very simple Odu in a sense. The Okanran is about being more nurturing, more empathetic, more understanding, more aware of, more listening to, more involved, more care for the person that you're dealing with and the situations that you're dealing with. And then on the emotional spiritual side, it's about using good character, doing the right thing for the right reason. It's not a list of 10 commandments or 10 do's and don'ts. it comes from in here. And in here, if you listen to yourself, if you listen to your ancestors, if you listen to what's going on, you will find the right answers. Unfortunately, this week we come like this, off path, EB, instead of on path, like this. But we will do the amount necessary to get it down and hope that before the new year, you finally catch on to what needs to be done. The area of impact, by the way, is loss. Victory over difficulty, loss. It's good. It's Obi Meiji. It's very, very strong. And there's no reason for it. The reason for it is because of the way we're behaving. It's because we're not having enough empathy. It's because we're not having enough consideration. It's because we're not using enough good character. So it's time to use that. That will take the loss, bring it back to the reward, solve our problems, and in the course of doing that, allow us to have closer relationships, express ourselves, all these things with good character and with care. I hope you're listening. I really, really hope you're listening, because this is one more iteration, again, of a theme that's been playing out now for 3 or 4 weeks here. I know it's the holidays. I know it's, there's pressures, there's excitement, there's all kinds of things that you're caught up in. Try being caught up in loving the person that's important to you, and caring for your family, and displaying and demanding good character. That's the reward. That's the payoff. And how do we do it? Well, it's Oshun that we have to work with. You have to take Oshun if you're lucky enough to have an Oshun, and if not, you could take a representation. And what Oshun would like this week, besides the candle and the glass of cool water, is flowers. Flowers are what you give somebody when you're dating. Flowers is something that you give your mother, your wife, whoever. It's showing the person that you care about them, and you will care about them. And by giving Oshun those flowers, we can take this energy and we can push it down, and we can make our victory over difficulties appear and our loss disappear. Until next week, love and blessings.